Hey, my name is Wesley Thomas, and I am going to be talking to you about my experience with my internship at All Area Appliance Repair, based out of Hampshire, Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, and surrounding areas. What is All Area Appliance Repair? This appliance repair business is a company that specializes in fixing, repairing, and replacing anything from refrigerators to washers and dryers to air conditioning and heating units. Where is All Area Appliance Repair located? The company travels to all areas in Middle Tennessee. The business is based out of the Hampshire and Mount Pleasant area. During my internship experience, I learned a tremendous amount about what it takes to run a business and a lot of tips to be a team player in order to be a part of a successful company or business. During the first week on the job, I mostly scheduled appointments times and took calls for the upcoming and following weeks to come. I also took payments over the phone from people that were not at their homes while our company completed repairs and replacements. I actually really enjoyed working customer service the first week to sort of ease my entrance of being on the job and becoming familiar with workers and with the business as a whole. I think that this helped me to be more comfortable with the environment that I would be working in. During the second week on the job, I rode along for hands-on experience on working on air conditioning units, refrigerators, ovens, microwaves, and washers and dryers. Honestly, I think that I learned the most during the second week out of the whole internship experience. I learned a lot of the basics and some of the most challenging and confusing tasks. On the third and fourth week on the job, I learned even more of the basics, plus even more problems that come along with any business. Mr. Mike Fault, the owner and the supervisor, was always very good at showing and explaining what internal and external things were in all the different appliances and what they do and how they work. Mr. Mike is a good example of what a great leader is. He always made sure to explain what was going on thoroughly and that I could understand so that I would be able to better assist him. On the sixth week, I actually returned to making and picking up calls and scheduling appointments with customers. This week was actually a little bit slower compared to other weeks as far as traveling for repairs, most likely because of the 4th of July holiday. During the 7th week, me and the rest of the crew got out to a high-end neighborhood to do yearly tune-ups on the 8 air conditioning units that they have there. While working on a sweet old man's air conditioning unit, a dog came out and was so excited that we were there. The owner, which was the sweet old man, came out to get the dog, ended up talking to us and asking us to come inside to look at his refrigerator that wasn't quite cooling as cold as it should. We said absolutely and went in and pulled his refrigerator out to see what was going on behind it. This man was the sweetest he could be, and he was so respectful to us. His refrigerator actually was getting old and wasn't worth putting money into, so we gave him a free estimated invoice for a brand new refrigerator with a 20% off coupon attached to it. He was very grateful and had tears in his eyes and hugged us. This was a wonderful experience for me and for my coworkers. We wrote down all of his information and got back the next week for a full refrigerator replacement. To top that off, on the 8th week, we finished up with the tune-ups at that same subdivision and carried on with our normal scheduled visits. I really enjoyed this internship experience with All Area Appliance Repair and would recommend it to anyone looking for not only an internship for a college class, but also for a career or job. I learned endless tips and tricks with this company and will now know the basics plus some when dealing with appliance repair within my future endeavors.